Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Donna. Thank you so much for coming and joining us today. And for those of you not new, thank you so much for the continued support on my channel. Today I am doing my product empties for July, and I think this is the largest amount of empties I have seen in my bin in as long as I've been doing this, I think. So there's obviously a lot in here, so I'm just going to jump in, give you guys some little mini reviews on the stuff that I have, and tell you whether I would repurchase them or not. So the first thing I have here is this Color conditioner in light pink. This guy I purchased when I first started getting my hair dyed, and I purchased it in light pink, even though the first hair color I had was a like bright fire engine red color, which I really kind of miss, honestly. I love this, don't get me wrong, but kind of miss it. I purchased this because conditioner is really good for colored hair. It does have the color depositing properties. It doesn't lather. Lather is not your friend when you have crazy colored hair. But it does have the color depositing pigments, but I didn't want it to color deposit in the fashion that it actually changed the color of my hair. So I got the light pink because I knew it would help me keep up the color in my hair, but it wouldn't change the coloring of my hair. The one thing I hate about this bottle is that the shampoo does kind of get stuck down at the bottom. You guys can see just a little bit. Because it is a square and it's not really squishy to some extent, it does get stuck down there. So what I did do is take the top off and like hit it on my hand so hard, right on the like heel of my hand, to get as much out of it as I could the last time I used it. And I got as much out of it as I could, and I used it. Will I repurchase it? I absolutely will. I think that it did a really good job. I actually purchased the purple one for my hair currently as it is, but I don't know if you guys remember when my hair was first done, I did have like some gray striping in it that was this piece probably, but a lot lighter. It was like kind of almost blue. It was like this like denim blue color. Well, the first time I washed it with that purple, it did kind of turn that gray a little pink. So like, I'm not mad at it. I'm okay with it, but I also like will stick this on my hair for a good like 20 minutes. I put it on my dry hair and I will leave it on my dry hair for a good 20 minutes, and then I will get into the shower and wash it out. So I maybe shouldn't have done that with the purple because it did turn my gray streaks a little bit pink, but that's okay. I love it. I love the shampoo. It makes my hair feel so good after I use it. And you guys can see on the back, it does have like this color blocking right here that tells you if you start with like blonde hair after the first wash, second wash, and third wash, what your hair will look like. I guess it's first wash, 3 washes, and 5 washes, what your hair will look like if you continue use of the shampoo every single time. Now with my hair, the colors that I've had it lately, I don't wash it very often. I wash it like once a week, maybe once every 10 days or so. Usually 10 days is the most I can go. So it doesn't like, I don't really wash it that often in between getting it redone. So my hair doesn't turn those like crazy vibrant colors that it states on the bottle, but I'm okay with that. The next thing I have in here is this Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm by Pharmacy. And I did get this, I don't know if you guys can see that. I did get this in a BoxyCharm, and I actually didn't get it in my BoxyCharm. My mother did, and she didn't want to use it, so she gave it to me, and I loved this stuff. It had this really nice, it's all gone in there, had this really nice scent to it, kind of like a pepperminty scent almost. What I found after using this was that I really just love a balm cleanser as my my first cleanser, because I find that it takes off as much of the makeup as humanly possible in that first cleanse, and it doesn't dry out my face. I loved this stuff so much so that when I went to go purchase another cleanser for myself, knowing that this was going to be empty here shortly, I actually purchased another balm. It's not a pharmacy balm, but it is another balm cleanser that I'm going to try because it was the Clinique Take Off the Day balm. I think it's called Take Off the Day. You guys will see it in my July haul. It's a much larger bin of balm, and I can't wait to try it. I can pick up Clinique at Ulta, which, if you guys don't know, I do work there, so I get a discount, but also beyond that, even before I worked there, I would purchase everything I could purchase at Ulta. I would purchase at Ulta before I ever moved on to Sephora. I just find that their reward system is a lot better even before I worked there. Would I repurchase that one? Probably, but I'm going to see how the Clinique one works first and whether I like it or not. I have tried a balm before. The one that I tried before was by e.l.f. and I actually kind of hated it. So not every balm is made the same, so we will see how much I like the Clinique one and we will go from there. The next item I have here is this Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. You guys, I did not use this every single shower, but this stuff lasted me forever. I think I got it last year in a like summer package. No, I got it over Christmas. They were selling this with a shower gel and a spray, I think, in a box, and I wanted the box so bad, but I also wanted the Bum Bum Cream. Boom Boom Cream? I think it's called Boom Boom Cream. I also wanted the Boom Boom Cream, so I purchased the set for less than I would have been able to purchase a full size of the Boom Boom Cream, and I was pretty ecstatic about that. This smells so good, and I would continue to repurchase it. As a matter of fact, I have a full size. Had a full size. Where'd I put it? I have another full size sitting over there somewhere, and I will continue to repurchase this. This is my favorite of the Sol de Janeiro scents. I know that I have smelled the acai one, and I do have a like little travel size of that one sitting over there that I think I also got in a BoxyCharm. It might have been a FabFitFun. I have smelled that. I don't particularly like it, which is why it's still sitting over there unopened. But I also have smelled the green one. Copacabana, is that what it's called? I can't remember what it's called. That one kind of smells like popcorn to me, and I love the smell of it, but it makes me like sick almost to use it. So this one is definitely my fave. This one is definitely one I will repurchase. This isn't inexpensive by any means. It's like $40 for this size, and this is 8 fluid ounces, but it is so worth it. I think when they first came out, they said that it would take away like cellulite and whatnot. I will tell you, I didn't notice a difference, but I also didn't use it consistently every single day or every other day or anything like that. I used it like maybe weekly, so I can't speak to that myself. And the next thing I have is this. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. You guys can see that there is still a wee bit left in there. The reason why it is in my empties, even though there's a wee bit left in there, is because it kind of stinks. It kind of smells like alcohol right now, and I think it's gone bad. So I've had this for like probably a little less than a year. And it does say that it's supposed to last 12 months, but I put it on my face, and while it doesn't break me out, which, you know, I have problems with foundations in the first place, but this doesn't break me out, so I wouldn't think it was bad. It does smell. It smells kind of like it's alcohol right now, and I can't, to the extent that while it's on my face, I can't handle it. It gives me a headache. It makes me feel gross. I feel like I stink. So I did put it in here. There's not that much left out of it. I'm really happy with how much use I got out of it, considering I got it in my Tarte Create Your Own Tarte kit, I think in October, so I received it in November, so it's almost a year old, around 9 months. So it didn't cost me the full value of what a full size of this typically would cost, which I think is $39. The fact that it went bad so quickly is kind of shocking to me, because I have foundations in my collection that still smell divine. They still smell wonderful, and they're well over 9 months old, well over a year old actually. But One thing I did not like about this is actually the application process. It does have this doe foot that you use to apply the foundation. I just found it to be less messy, which was great, but it felt like you had to use a lot of it to get this to work all over your face, whereas with most of my pump foundations, I might use a pump, maybe a pump and a half. I felt like I was using the whole bottle every single time I went into this to use it on my face. Also, this is the Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation. I found it not to be hydrating whatsoever. And after a few hours, it kind of started breaking down on my face. You could definitely see the redness in my nose and on my chin. It just started breaking down or finding its way into like my smile lines or the creases on my forehead. It just didn't look good anymore. So I don't think it ever really did look good. I felt like this one just kind of sat on my skin. So I would not repurchase that. I'm thankful I got to try it though without using $39 to try it. The next thing in my empties is this. It is the Ofra Makeup Fixer. You guys, as you know, if you saw my 20 worst products by 20 brands in 20 minutes, which I can link up in the cards, this is my least favorite Ofra product, and the biggest reason why is because it's really fragrant. I find that it is so fragrant that it gives me a headache. I can smell it on myself for hours afterwards, which is good for perfume, not good for a setting spray. And it's really floral, and I have a problem with floral scents. I did love the spritzer on it. The spritz on it was really nice, but I felt like you had to really like push on it to get, like you had to be aggressive with the nozzle to get any kind of spray out of it. But once the spray came out, it was really nice. Not my favorite setting spray. I did like that it kept me refreshed. It felt cool. It didn't really keep my makeup in place all day though. My go-to holy grail makeup setting spray is the Urban Decay All Nighter, which would be hard to surpass as a favorite, to be honest, but this one didn't even come close. So I will not repurchase this, but the biggest reason why I would not repurchase it is because of the fragrance on it, not anything else that I just mentioned. The next thing I have is this. It is the Spiced Gingerbread Swirl Foaming Hand Soap from Bath & Body Works. You guys know, if you've been a part of my channel for a very long time, that when Bath & Body Works does its sales, I go in and I purchase like 8 or 10 or 12 of these suckers, and I use them until the next sale, and then I will go in and purchase more. I just like threw that across the room. They are my favorite hand soaps. I will continue to repurchase them for as long as I live. That one was a little bit, let me go get it. So this one has warm gingerbread brown sugar and grated cinnamon notes to it. It does smell really a lot like brown sugar, more than anything else, but it's like a sickeningly perfumed brown sugar. Again, with the perfume thing, I feel like it was just a wee bit too perfumey for me. I don't know where that scent comes from because the scents in it are gingerbread, brown sugar, and cinnamon. But to me, it just smells like a perfumed brown sugar. So I wouldn't repurchase this scent, but I will always repurchase these hand soaps. So I always have one at my sink in the bathroom, one at my sink in the kitchen, and I just love those soaps. Next thing I have here is this makeup brush cleaner by Cinema Secrets. You guys know that this is the only makeup brush cleaner I use, and I just find it to be incredibly amazing. It lasts me for quite some time. I did have a backup bottle purchase. It's professional grade. I do clean my brushes every single time I use them. So it has to be a quick drying formula for me, because sometimes I clean my brush and then use the same brush on the next color, and I don't like using a color switch pan. I don't know why. I just don't feel like the color disappears when you're using a color switch pan. So I do use this. It has to be quick drying. This has a nice like chemically vanilla scent to it. It's not a bad scent though. I love this stuff. It's not inexpensive. It's like $40, $42 I think for this big old guy. But I do pick up another bottle of this every single time Sephora has a sale. So will I repurchase it? Absolutely, I always do. I won't change my mind on that. The next thing I have in here is some tools. I do have these blenders and this brush. So this brush is a Luxie brush. It is a Luxie Duo Fiber Powder Brush, number 516. The reason why I'm getting rid of it is because it is like this. I've already glued it once and I can't like get it to stay glued. The glue just doesn't want to stick inside of it. So I am getting rid of that brush because it makes no sense to me to hold on to a brush that is broken and that I can't glue. And then I have these two sponges. This one came from SL Miss Glam, and it is so hard, you guys. This one's like pounding yourself in the face every single time you use it. This one I actually got as a Christmas present in a gift exchange with my partners at Starbucks this last Christmas, and I actually kind of dig it. But again, it's super hard. It's a super hard blender. It's kind of soft and like microfibery, so it holds on to your product on the outside of it more so than it does sink in. With that being said, I feel like I use less product with this than I used with, say, my beauty blender, but it is hard. If I could find a softer one of these kind of beauty blenders, or not beauty blenders, blenders period, then I would probably use it every day. But you guys can tell, like, when I squeeze it, let me see if we can focus. When I squeeze it, do you see that? How it just wrinkles instead of like bounces? That should tell you how hard this is. It's not nice. So the next things I have in here are 3 mascaras. 2 of them are deluxe sample sizes. This one is the Laura Geller Glam Lash for dramatic volumizing mascara. I didn't find this to be dramatic nor volumizing nor amazing. It just did nothing but clump my lashes together. So I am getting rid of it prior to using it up just because of that purpose. Also, I found it to land on my cheekbones more than not, so this is not my favorite mascara. I probably would never repurchase that. Then we have the Bare Minerals Lash Domination. I really loved this mascara for my bottom lashes. Look at this little tiny wand right there. I love this mascara for my bottom lashes. So that's what I used it for when I used it. I also used it if my upper lashes got super clumpy. I would also take this mascara and kind of run it through my upper lashes real quickly, and it would help separate them because the wand is so small and has like pokey little fingers out there, plastic pokey little fingers. The next one is this Butter London Double Decker mascara, and y'all, I know that everybody thinks that this is an amazing mascara, but this actually is probably my least favorite mascara on the planet. I don't know, maybe I just got a bad one, but I feel like this, you can see the icky, like, it's just clumpy. It's just clumpy. It does nothing but make my lashes stick together, and that's not what I need from a mascara. I need it to lengthen them. I don't like spider leg lashes, but I don't also like them to be clumpy, so there has to be like some kind of middle ground, and this one just didn't do it for me, so I wouldn't repurchase that mascara either. I have a couple primers in here. I have this one by Bare Minerals. It is the Bare Minerals ID Bare Vitamin Skin Rubber Upper. This is actually full. The reason why I'm getting rid of this is because I've had this forever. And I just went back in to see about using it on my skin. And you guys, it stinks. It stinks. So I know it has went bad. There is no expiration on it, but I know it's went bad. I know it has. And it's old. It is so old. So it needed to go. The next one I have is this one. It is the Laura Geller Spackle Treatment Soothing Makeup Primer. These are my favorite primers. The Laura Geller primers are my favorite primers. And she has like 8 or 9 different primers that you can choose from. This one, the Soothing one, is one of my favorites. It's a green tinted primer, so it's going to do a wee bit of color correcting for you. got a little bit out of there. That is what it looks like, that green dot, right? Well, you can't really tell the difference, but this one is the green dot. This one is the Bare Minerals over here. It's kind of watery and liquidy, and you can see it like trailing down my skin. This one is the Soothing. It is green, so it's gonna have a little bit of color correcting properties to it for you. I also really like the ethereal one, but this makes my skin, number one, like completes my complexion routine because it helps like start my base products on one color. You know, the green goes on and it kind of corrects some of the redness in my face, but it's really cooling for whatever reason. The next thing I have in here is not a makeup product, but I thought that I would mention them. You guys, these are the Starbucks mints. These are after coffee mints. These are the best mints on the planet. I love these mints, and when I was working at Starbucks, I went through, you know, a tin of these, which has 150 sugar-free mints in it. I went through a tin of these probably at least once every couple weeks, and now since I'm not drinking as much coffee as often, I go through them not quite as quickly, but these are the best mints on the planet. If you guys get a chance to try them, you should. The next one I have in here, and I believe the last thing, nope, I have one more thing, is this. It is the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, and it is in the shade Sunset. I use this during the summer, especially summer and fall, I guess, especially, and spring, like late spring, to help darken up any of the foundations that I have that are a little bit more light. For summer use, I've also used it like around my face for use as, look at how oily I am right now. No, this is not oil. This is called sweat because it's hot as balls in here. I also have used it as a bronzer, so just kind of dotted it into my bronzing spots and used it as a cream or liquid bronzer as well. I love this stuff, and my mom, I got it from BoxyCharm, and my mom gave me hers when she also got it from BoxyCharm. So this one is empty, and I just moved on to the next one. I feel like the next one I need to put something into it because it's not as liquidy as this one was. Would I repurchase this? Probably not, mostly because I have less expensive bronzers that I like as well. This is a beautiful product. I did really like it for what I was using it for, but I wouldn't repurchase it just simply because of the cost of it, to be honest. The last thing in here is this. It is a pair of lashes. These are the House of Lashes in Bambi. You guys, I don't wear lashes very often, and to be honest, the reason why these lashes are in here is because these are the lashes that I used and abused trying to put on lashes over the last year, or the last like several months anyways. And they're just like, they're wonky. Like, I don't know. Can you guys see how there's like, you know, lashes and then space and then lashes and then space and then lashes and then space? And I can't do lashes like that. Number one, the band is super, super thin. So I, who am not a lashes connoisseur, cannot work with a super, super thin lash band unless there's lashes all along it, because I just don't know what I'm doing. I think it just boils down to I just don't know what I'm doing. And I really have destroyed these lashes. I can't get the rest of the lash glue off of here. I've gotten lash glue on the lashes at this point. Like, I'm a hot mess with lashes. So those guys are going in the trash because I've destroyed them for no other reason. So that is the end of my empties today. I feel like I had a lot more than I've had in the past. So I'm really excited about the empties that I do have, because y'all know I like doing empties videos. I like watching empties videos. It gives me some sick satisfaction knowing that I'm going through a lot of money because I've spent a lot of money on these products, and I want to make sure that they're being used. And that's just basically what it boils down to, is I know that my products are being used when I have a garbage bin this full. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that if you did, that you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. It really does help our channels out here to get those, you know, thumbs up. Even a thumbs down, like, makes them know that our videos are being watched. So don't forget to do that. I also hope that you liked this video and me enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel. A really super small baby YouTuber here. I've been doing this though for about 2 years now, and I really enjoy it and really would love to have you along for my crazy ride of sweatiness, because I am apparently super sweaty. But I would really love to have you along for my crazy ride and what is probably my most long-standing midlife crisis moments. I also would love to see you down in the comments section. Be sure to tell me what you've emptied this month, and thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, bye guys.